What's going on out there, YouTube?
Hi, everybody.
This is SEL0320.
Joe Johnson 030.
So we are back for a brand new episode of The Arrow, episode 10. This is going to be, episode name was Blood Deaths, but this is going to be just our first reaction. So this is not going to be a full in-depth review. This is what we really thought about it. We will have later on more spoiler-filled review for y'all. But what do we think about this episode, Joe?
I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, like it was a lot of things going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the last episode where it left off with like Oliver and Felicity's car getting shot up, and like literally Felicity bleeding to death. And then like the beginning of this episode, it was like left with Felicity literally on the ground, like bleeding. And so it was a lot. A
lot that happened this episode.
Yeah. What did you think about, I guess, from the dynamics with Felicity and Oliver in this episode? Everything that was kind of going on. How did you think they handled it as far as acting is concerned, and just from a dramatic standpoint?
I was very well acted. The dialogue was really well written. I felt like it was really authentic and done very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple moments. I think
under these circumstances, you know, it's pretty high stakes for both of them.
Yeah, because I mean, well, Felicity, she affects so many people. I think that one of the lines that that Oliver has said is that she's the strongest out of all of them. Out of Diggle, out of Laurel, out of him, like she's the strongest, and she's not even going out there every night, you know, risking her life, but she's stronger than them. And that's really showcased. Like, there's some seriously dramatic sequences. Like, I almost teared up, to be quite honest with you, midway during something that happens that really pivotal to her character arc. And it was really hard to really watch. I think that even with Diggle and his brother, I thought that there was a sequence with Diggle and his brother. There was two different sequences, but the second one especially, it really hit home because it took something that his wife had said to instigate that whole conversation, and I think that they handled it really well. But there's a new player in the game, though, the Anarchist. What did you think about him?
The guy's nuts, hands down. He's one of those villains that's just like nuts. And at this point, there's nothing for me that I found relatable to this character. So I don't 100% fully understand his motive. I'm not sure if that's just me, maybe I missed something, or if that's not been revealed yet.
Yeah, because it was interesting with the last episode that he was in, Thea had basically shot him and set him on fire, but it all came down because basically Dahrk has sent him to go and track down the Arrow and put a stop to him. And he blames a lot of different people for that, but now his mind is just so unstable. And given what he did to a young girl the last time, like he was just kind of pulling her apart, literally. The dude is a psychopath to start, but now he's just addicted to pain in a sense. And so him and Thea have a falling out, given what she did to him. And that plays out actually really well a little bit later on. The only thing I can say about it, there were a couple of moments where I didn't necessarily understand Oliver's motivations of doing stuff. But given the circumstance, I understood them. But it was like, it was just certain things that were kind of happening that I was like, why did this person do that? Why did Thea do that? And it didn't make sense to the characters, as well as even Oliver's pursuit of Darkh, given the circumstances of what happened. Because there is a big resolve towards the end. And I don't necessarily think that he got the answers that it was, you know, the whole purpose behind of it. And I think that was the only thing I felt lacking about this episode. But was there anything else you didn't like about the episode?
Well, I'll talk about that in the spoiler. I'll talk about that in the spoiler review, guys. Just because, I mean, overall it was a good episode. I did have like minor issues with some of the details in the story. However, we'll talk about that in the spoiler review.
Yeah, for sure. Rating?
Oh, sure, I'll give it a 9. I give it a 9.
I'm trying to think what I would give it. I think the dramatic effect of it, how it affected me, is definitely one of the episodes that really affected me. And it's, I mean, even the end, it was really hard to watch, given the circumstance, especially the end. But I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best for me. But it was still a solid episode. I really enjoyed it though. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back for the spoiler review for Blood Ties. Or was it Blood Ties or was it Blood Debts? I think it was Blood Debts. Anyway, we'll be back. Later, y'all.